assume that Kaiser is going to be doing a lot of magic as well as the physical. They can, right? Especially with early leads, and they're going to go for this gank on the top side to see whether that's going to make it work out. Blind comes through. Khan going to get flashed on and has to flash away, but still is going there. No CC to worry about.
Yep. Life here can actually jump over this wall. Maybe respect this, but they're not.
Whoa. Grand entrance interrupted beautifully there by Beryl, as now they're looking to try and turn it around. Showmaker flashes forward with the shockwave, doesn't quite get it the way he wants to as the orbs fly forward, and the Orianna's taken down. A double kill now for BDD.
Really, really nice for Gen G. A nice start, and it's the perfect kind of Drake. He's not missing any CS. He's only 2 down, in fact, at this stage.
Ooh, Khan has to hop to get himself out of the way. Oh, the blind is going to miss, but Khan looks like he's still dead. Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosion.
You and I have talked about in the past, it does make her hit pretty hard too with her auto, which is kind of funny as Showmaker.
Oh dear, ulti comes down, flash forward from Rascal as the shockwave can't even go off. And Rascal's just getting out of control. Like, this is exactly what had to happen for Gen G, and everything that they needed to happen has happened.
Yeah, it's like the prophecy has come true.
Yeah.
What they prophesize in draft, and like, this is the one player you can't lose if you're going to contest Drake. The one player you can't lose, the one player who's going to set up your team fight for you. And he's just way out of position, doesn't have any vision. He's trying to rejoin his...
Oh no, the boomerang didn't even land there as Rascal. He's going to land the blind, but that's going to be a beautiful crunch. And goodbye, my friend, on the top. Whether this is live, and I think it's live, as we're going to have a bit of a collapse towards the bottom side. Ruler taking a bit of damage from the Acathian Rain. Bowling ball. Good on to Beryl. Not going to put him to sleep just yet, though, as this tower is going to be the focus. And Gen G managed to different build path is going to be what gets them over the line in that regard. Certainly something that could turn the tides here in this fight.
Going to be a turret trade right now, but the question is, do they survive this? Like, Canyon, I don't think Rascal even knew he was here. He's going to die. And then what happens to Khan?
Okay, Khan actually going to move on in here as Canyon bounces away, not actually far enough, is now Khan. He's being baited in, has to flash.
And vision control around the Baron, or at least they were trying to wrestle that away. And trying to force a fight on their terms, trying to force Gen G to rotate into them. Because I think that is the way that they win these team fights, right? And with Gen G delaying that and then eventually stopping it. Run away with this is Rascal once again. Looking for Khan.
Yeah, he picks up his boomerang as now he's trying to jump after Rascal, doing a fair bit of work, but gets blinded in the end. Showmaker looking for him. There's the Killer Instinct. Nails the Void Seeker, and that is the kill.
Together now. They're no longer scared of Rascal alone on the side lane. They're actually making big commitments to Canyon.
Whoa, that's a pole flash as the shockwave comes through as well. They just eviscerate the Xayah before she can even ult. Sleep comes down, lands onto a couple. The Unbreakable Will is going to be there. Beryl looking for that Pulverize, doesn't quite find the good positioning as Canyon gets that flash in right before the orb was going to take him out as Rascal now looking to collapse and grab these low health members. Blind comes down. Canyon throwing spears to deter them from getting here. Advantage for Damwon in the draft. Yeah. The side lane, as far as 4-1, should be won here by Rascal. As you can see, Khan, though, just trying to outskill and misses the Gnar, though. Have to focus on a different objective, try and run the map. And Gen G are going to do exactly that. They take a couple of minions towards this inner turret. They should be able to take that one down as now Gen G. 5 members in the area, only 3 left available for Damwon as they take down this Drake on the win and having priority. That's when this Gen G roster feels like it's falling down. Bottom side of the map for Damwon, but Gen G, they've sent Rascal to try and take down the inner turret. He'll grab it, but now Gen G are wondering what the heck they're supposed to do now because they're just trading possibly an inhibitor. Yeah. As BDD is going to rotate over, but this is already gone. And Damwon just once again, you know what, I feel like we're looking back towards 2020 where they had just every macro decision was better.
Yeah,
it's continuing.
Real fight. Very likely here. Khan setting up for this. Showmaker on the bottom side of the fight, so they are a little bit disconnected here. They're slightly vulnerable, especially while Gen G is hovering on this choke, but they get forced away. Rascal on the flank.
This could be game over if this actually is a team fight win for Damwon because there are minions on Nexus turrets right now. There's a flash in, the 4-man Pulverize from Beryl. His Alistair's always so good. They wipe the floor with the Lilia. Now Life trying to get Showmaker here as Canyon gets a big old shield from the Command Protect. Rascal just flashes on over and grabs that kill, but Kaiser's going to fall down. A bit of gameplay. Who's going to start it off first at the moment? It is controlled by Damwon. Good stun comes out from BDD though, throws down the ulti. And he is so strong. BDD is huge right now. Void Staff doing a whole lot of work, but in the end, Ghost is going to win the 1v1 against the Quinn. Precisely not what you want if you're a Gen G fan. That's going to even the playing field as now the Shockwave onto 2 members. Featherstorm now on cooldown, but that's a very dead cow, and Ruler keeps himself safe.
Flank Ghost here. And Ghost is who's flanking whom. Baron control to Damwon Kia after that vision sweep. But they have vision control over this Drake.
I'm going to tell you how they win. They win if Ruler pops off in a team fight and kills everyone. He's got 6 items, one of them being a Lord Dominic's Regard, which is going to be very necessary against Khan, who's got himself a Thornmail.
7 probably. I'll hold that thought.
Yep, Canyon actually getting turned on, does have the Commander Protect as in goes Ghost and just pops Rascal once again.
So a logical conclusion.
But it's a 50-second death timer. This base was already broken. Khan's going to take the inhibitor down once again. Over here, it has the Primal Surge to keep himself safe, as well as having all of those shields. And thank goodness for Showmaker, able to keep alive the kitty cat.
Playing in 2 years, there's a lot of pressure to fill Klid's shoes here. I don't want to say
true.
rookie mistake, but you know, it's been that's the reason why you broke his stopwatch there. It's probably just a misclick, but either way, the pressure is mounting. It is extremely high here, 45 minutes into the game. 1 Nexus turret. And, you know, there's an inhibitor here in mid that's completely open. Baron buffs up for 20 more seconds. They're going to try to push the issue here.
Yep.
And that's going to give them control of the map for this for the rest of this game.
Siege minion gets taken down. Oh my goodness, this is so
Canyon
close.
can't get it.
All right, top side of the map though, you can see the Nard getting to work on the inhibitor turret himself as Canyon not going to have his Banshee's Veil for the next little while. As Ghost getting shielded up. Sleep comes in, but now that's on cooldown. Flawless feels like he's feeling the pressure here, guys.
I feel like there's no reason to actually commit to killing this inhibitor right now. They could definitely back off, at least until they have a minion wave.
Oh,
this is actually asking for trouble.
Khan was looking for it. Didn't proc the last hyper there. Gets himself into Meganar. Sky Strike just to try and clear out these minions. BDD moving on over. Spear is going to miss. Now Damwon Kia, as this pressure mounts, will be able to move in and take down the mid inhibitor. Now, look at the Flawless, pretty tanky right here as the Void Seeker does not find them. Full information given over to Damwon Kia, and Canyon's going to try and make this a 50-50. They just burst it down though. Flawless, quick on
an impossible comeback for Genji. It feels very doable now. As long as Ruler doesn't get picked here on the edge.
Yep, Ghost actually dashing on forward. Oh my god, the explosion of damage. Ghost is going... No, very close to falling down. I thought the gameplay button was going to do it, but Flawless jumps over and picks off the Kai'Sa. The Rakan's going to fall down, and there's the Xayah as well, as this fight is so much closer. Beryl going to be taken down by BDD, and now Khan's going to suffer the same fate. Canyon running for the hills, and it felt like Damwon had control, but then Genji get the pick off, and Ghost is going to be kicking himself. Canyon, can he get in there? And he does! Takes down Rascal. 2 versus 1 now. Can Canyon actually save this as he's looking to try and get into the base? But no, he's not going to be able to.
Inhibitor. He has to back. He has to back. He has to try to slow this down. He has very little damage output against Baron minions that are coming down this base by himself. I mean, there's not much he can do, but he can't waste any time. He has to do anything. He has to hit any spears he can to try to stop this game from going down, but it just feels like it's too little too late.
Yeah. There are way too many minions. He can't actually stop them from crashing onto these Nexus turrets. BDD does way too much damage. Canyon knows that it's all over. Oh my goodness, stolen out of the jaws of defeat. They held on to the early game so well, did Gen G, but it felt like the comp wasn't necessarily going to be able to get them across the line. It doesn't matter though, because in the end, it's a skill check and Gen G come out on top. Victory. And now they just have a brick wall, which literally has a wall in the comp. Thankfully, Damwon Kia, they can build their own. And was just going to survive, because that's basically what it's about. Is Gen G going to be able to take down Beryl got pooped. Yeah. The horse getting slapped on the behind. Just a little bit there.
Take this away, I think. I don't think you can fight for this.
BDD gets the flash out of Canyon. That was fantastically played, but Threat and Volley's still going to do a fair bit of work as Beryl goes for the engage, but he gets completely interrupted. Life now trying to run out of this one. A 4-man no to the wall as Rascal finds a 4-man wallop afterwards, gets congratulated with that first blood, and Genji limp away. The zombie Scion not able to catch up to Khan right here as the stuns come in. And now Damwon Kia should be able to grab their Mountain Drake.
Gonna grab that one. Drake for a Drake here in terms of the control in this early game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Crashdown comes in. Yeah, life. See whether he can taxi to get himself out of the way. That face breaker was really cool. You know, a little bit shaky. And they didn't look very happy after the ending of the last game. So I was thinking that maybe that would get into their head.
And their setups for, you know, getting picks really, really well built here. But we'll see if they can survive long enough to get there. BDD is mid as well. This is a lot of resources committed for Damwon Key on the bot lane, but what? They haven't gotten anything.
Flash is traded there. Showmaker looking to bounce forward, doesn't find the bubble. But this wall will guarantee this out a turret as well. And Damwon Kia are just towards the top side, so at least Rascal's going to try and deny as much CS as possible. But look at this, like it's so...
Move forward on the map and actually put some pressure on people. Almost like I was having an existential crisis on whether or not he existed in this game.
All right, face breaker, flash out from Showmaker. That's good. Still going to be a flash for flash, and the ignite now down for life as well. Exactly the hugest deal is, oh dear, shifting sands comes in. That's a beautiful magnet storm as Beryl takes control of the fight, gets out in the nick of time as well as now life. He's going to try and break some faces, but he's going to die for it as Canyon picks up the kill, and now Rascal's in trouble. Showmaker finds the bubble as well, as you can see the ward right in position. Goodbye, my friend. That is a dead Scion. The zombie not going to be able to do anything either from over the wall. It's Flawless. He runs really fast, but that's not helping them in this fight at all. As the boulder comes forward, Ruler trying to stand his ground, and another beautiful Gnar into the wall. The Empress Divide's decent, but it's not going to save BDD. And
the understanding of how this Scion works with this comp
in the middle of a fight, you know, set up for a huge Emperor's Divide coming out from BDD. But if he's just ulting one singular Rel, who'd already done her job completely, then you're not getting any value whatsoever, right? And he's just a little bit too far behind at this point in the game. 0-2 and 0. Of course, like, we are 2 turrets away, 2 turrets and a dragon away from a perfect game. Here for Damwon Kia, who have themselves the Cloud Soul. They're looking to now break open the base. This is looking very decisive, and this is the beauty of Talia as well, because you can just guarantee that these sieges work out in your favor.
Yeah.
There's Khan with a big old Naba. Looking to try and get in here, and they should be able to take 2 inhibitor turrets. And Khan's just playing frontline really beautifully right now. He's looking so threatening as there's the train, but it's once again lands only onto one. There's the showstopper though, as he gets thrown out, and I think they're just a little bit too far behind. Rascal goes golden, but he's going to die afterwards. And there it is. It's a double kill for Ghost, as now Flawless is being hunted down. Khan looking to try and get back to his team now. They don't really mind about what the Udyr is doing, because he's done basically nothing this game. As they'll take down this inhibitor. The top lane one is also open, free and available. Damwon Kia will... Yeah, it looks like they're trying to just take down these Nexus turrets. They're done with this game. 30 minutes is well and truly enough time. As Showmaker goes golden, back to his portal as well. As Flawless is here, but Ruler's off to the side. You can see Khan just hops on top of him. The crash down going to be avoided, but you can't avoid the Acathian Rain. That one's targeted. As the Emperor's Divide does not find them, that's a really high-value stopwatch. As Canyon is going to burn to death, and it's another double kill for the Zyre. I think that might be an unofficial quadra. As the Nexus is now exposed, Flawless is still here. But he's just still not doing anything at all. The Nexus falls down as he's running in circles.
Yeah, is he there?
He's largely being slept on here in the LCK.
Yeah, I really haven't seen a whole lot of it. The Gragas pick means we're going to have a little bit of a wet noodle fight in the top lane.
That's fine, though.
Too much damage there, but yeah, I like that. I like these.
This game, not going to be the case. The first one's going to be taken there by Canyon. Didn't have much to do in his jungle, as it's going to be the blue buff that's going to be spawning next for him. But you can see Flawless, already a whole host of vision on that side of the map.
This map. They're down on gold, but they keep getting these skirmishes in their favor. You know, Flawless had to use his Ragnarok a second time. He's pushed away. Rascal's going to take his opportunity to be aggressive in the lane this time. Still doesn't have flash. Just going to be some more noodles swinging around.
Certainly is. This is,
Okay, this time Canyon's
like
coming,
your
though.
YouTube channel, as we've got Canyon coming in here to try and prove us wrong. As Rascal gets a good double boot with his belly. And now BDD looking to try and lock down this Udyr, but not able to get too much. They will be able to lock him down in the end. Okay, I was going to calm down. Does have his some Aegis completed.
Free up this lane quite a bit. Force Canyon to be down here. He's going to commit in, teleport as well.
Chilling Smite comes through, as that's a fantastic ulti out of Beryl as well, but Blade Call is good from Ruler. Flash out from life, but he's still going to die. Canyon picks up the kill somehow. As now Khan, oh, Shockwave very close to interrupting him. Not able to actually get too much else done there as the Victor takes down the Zyre. The bottom lane's now taken care of as Flawless in a whole host of trouble. He's going to be dead. Showmaker gets a double. And now Khan's just eating some honey fruit in celebration, and BDD relegated to his turret.
Yeah, this is a really nice way for Damwon Kia to actually pull ahead here in this game, and the timing of this works out perfectly with the Drake. So now that's up.
Avoid the Olaf for now. We've got Shirley coming down, BDD looking to try and take down that turret. Does sacrifice a bit of his health bar, but now we've got Damwon Kia as well, putting the pressure on. Supercharger forward, actually, from Ghost. As he looks to just make sure that they can't get there and defend. It's going to be a double charge. The ulti comes in. Canyon just from behind the turret, the bottom lane evaporates. And now Rascal now has to get underneath his inhibitor turret. Shirley going for the triple. He's going to need a head massage after this one. As Canyon, yeah, they're looking to try and take this inhibitor. It's pretty early to get rid of this, as maybe they're going to back away, but no, that's the quadra charge.
Positioning here on the map. Showmaker actually getting left behind, has to flash.
Yeah, Grand Entrance not actually going to land, as the Death Ray's doing a lot of work here. He gets bonked back with the cast, but still going to be a 1-for-1 as now Genji have to get out of there. Rascal's going to be slowed down. He's now into the Baron pit, which is not where he wants to be. They do get vision of him as he's coming back around. Khan should be there. Canyon, in the meantime, is just trying to boot people with his bear form as much as possible. Gives him a big old thumbs up, and that is going to be Ghost grabbing another kill towards the top. Things about balance, but certainly has been played very, very well by Beryl.
Yeah, it has. Especially by Lehens. We were talking about that earlier. He kind of pioneered it here in Korea. Look at this angle for Khan.
Yeah, On comes in. They get the knock up under Ruler. The flash in from Canyon. Featherstorm isn't going to save you now. As into the backline goes Ghost. The Grand Entrance is fantastic. As the ulti out once again. He gets the double kill off the back end. And my God, the healing is repugnant out of this Seraphine. As, yeah, you might be tanky, Rascal, but it just means that it's going to take a while longer to kill you, and you're not going to be able to stop this Drake from going down. Gravity field from over the wall as Life is looking to try and go back. They do secure
a round objective. You see Ghost comes in. He's charmed, but look at Barrow with the follow-up. Saves Ghost. He's able to get out, and there's so much healing coming up.
At the start of that fight, and certainly looked pretty good. As Canyon's chasing after the Gragas. It's a decent body slam, but of course you're never going to create enough distance. As Khan, yeah, he's moving on over. This is going to take a long time, ladies and gentlemen, so probably cue the Benny Hill music, but no, Ghost is going to come in. Rascal says goodbye, and now he's still trying to get out of here. Ghost is going to catch up in the end. Supercharger going to give him that movement speed.
If you try to respond as Genji, you're walking into jungle choke points, you're walking into choke points towards the Drake pit, and you're just asking to get totally clobbered by the CC, speaking of which.
Yeah, well, Ram doesn't find too much off the back end, but it's still going to create enough space in order to take down this second inhibitor turret here for Damwon Kia. Canyon, you can see, just being a bit of a bodyguard, running around in circles, doing what Udyr loves to do, pressing as many buttons as possible. And now Khan, he's real tanky, about 3,000 health, and he's just going to stand in front of these guys. Yeah, it's just looking like there's no options.
He's threatening them so much on the side. And when Rascal starts to challenge him, he just stuns him and walks away.
Yeah.
So hard to engage here if you're Genji. You can't. You have to play it slow, but you can't play it slow because there are minions killing your inhibitors. Second inhibitor going to go down here. And Genji, they have to be decisive here. Maybe a cask engage on the Khan.
Yeah, the Khan just going to series charge, gets himself out of the way. He's just gigantic. And this is what the Udyr is supposed to do. You know, he's supposed to walk around with reckless abandon. It's like Mundo 2.0. Although Mundo did get a buff on this patch, so theoretically he could be his own Mundo. As Canyon's just going to walk past the turret. As is expected, we've zoomed out to check in to see where Rascal's going to be trying to teleport. He is looking to try and get in. This is a last-ditch effort, but I think this turret is going down before he even gets here as he's lumbering over as fast as he can. The on-horn from Khan is too strong, gets the knock-up into the backline as Ruler has to ult very early. And unfortunately, Canyon just gets behind him. The feathers do absolutely nothing. And the fight's breaking out on multiple fronts. Life goes in, but then notices that his team's just not there. They're trying to deal with this gigantic on, flashing on forward, gets the headbutt to lock down the kill onto BDD, and now Canyon is still just bopping onto Rascal, running around, doing the best that he can. In the meantime, this Nexus is going down, and there's nothing that this Gragas can do about it. Yeah, he wants to go back to scubaing, I have a feeling, as we've got teleports coming forward, and we're just playing with him for now as he flashes over the wall. Death Rays come in, but unfortunately the Nexus does not last long enough to see the end of the Gragas. And our world champions do manage